I didn't even get to record the video yet and I already scuffed these damn shoes. So today I wanted to go over some pickups and some recent viewings. Since they're doing construction on my building and it's super loud, I decided to come outside and take a walk. So today we're gonna start with the Doc Marten 1461. I found these in ox blood. It's their classic model. I originally wanted a pair of the Solivers, but they're at $200. I don't see a lot of Solivers on Facebook Marketplace. So I found these and we went with them. They're low-key giving the Ronald McDonald special, but that's okay. I don't really have the funds right now to be spending $200 plus on some shoes, or else I would, because these are really good quality shoes that last a long time. But until then, $25. I know I can have these for the next 3-4 years, probably beat the crap out of them. I won't, but I know they have that capability as a daily shoe. And I've owned a pair of 1461s before. They were black on black. They were like the platform version. Had a lot of fun. Had them for about 3-4 years. And I just kind of wanted a second daily shoe that wasn't a sneaker or a loafer. I wear the hell out of my Solivere loafers. I wear the hell out of these running shoes. So just wanted something different to throw in the rotation. I already scuffed them. I just got home and I realized I scuffed them. I didn't even get a chance to like take photos and record myself walking in them. Damn it. You can see right there on the left shoe. It's a couple little scratches. We'll see how this goes. Next, we have a book. It's called Golden Sun. It's the second installment of the Red Rising series. This is like a sci-fi dystopian fantasy series. So I'd finished Red Rising, the first book, earlier this week, and I wasn't too sure about it at first. Took a little while to get going. It's told from the protagonist's point of view, who you have to get to know on this adventure. And yeah, I wasn't too sure about it. And then the second half of the book picks up. Gets super violent. There's a lot of betrayal, death going on, and it gets really good at the end. And so I felt that I had to read this book. And just like any other person does, I did a recap of the first book just to make sure, you know, like, did I catch all the themes? Did I catch all the characters and the sequences that happened? And then I looked at reviews of this book, Golden Sun. I also talked to some friends about it. They all said the same thing. Is an amazing follow-up, even better than Red Rising. So I'm really excited to read this. I read maybe 3 or 4 chapters of this book yesterday. Already better than the first one. You get right into the action. You get introduced to a couple new characters, a couple old characters. It gets going. It gets going immediately out the gate. We got shoes. We got books. Let's talk movies. So I recently saw F1 the movie, which I thought was good, but had some very obvious flaws. But let's start with the good. One, it was beautiful. They shot in some amazing locations, and the overall just cinematography and crispiness is really great. The way this movie was shot, awesome. It's very intense. The racing sequences are A1. It's very stylish. I really liked a lot of the outfits that these characters are wearing, and it helps show the difference in their attitudes, how they take on the sport of F1 racing. Now, the bad, I don't love Brad Pitt in this movie. I feel like he's kind of mailing it in. Either that or the writing's bad, but I'm gonna go on the side of Brad Pitt just didn't give his all. For a character that seems to have some depth to him, and has been through a lot, to just play it as like a chill cowboy, I didn't understand that choice. And then number 2, there was a romantic subplot that I didn't really love. I just didn't feel like it was a believable romance. And honestly, they could have cut that out of the movie if we're being 100% here. I wish they had Damon Idris's character, Joshua. I wish they would have shown his love life, because he's supposed to be the leader of the team, the next big F1 driver. So why wouldn't we get more of a scope into his life and see him mature and blossom? Most people are going to enjoy this movie. It's a good time. I'd give it like a 7.7 out of 10. Look at that Audi. Damn. Next up, I want to end this by talking about The Truman Show, movie that came out in 1998. Not only was this free on YouTube, free 99, it was great. I was like, I'm kind of mad at myself for just now watching this movie. Jim Carrey is witty, charismatic, and charming. Honestly, the whole cast is just really good. Even down to like the extras, they really did their part on this. Ed Harris plays the kind of antagonist with a little bit of a god complex. I thought he was awesome. And there's one more actor that I can't remember their name right now. But he pretty much plays Truman's best friend. And honestly, like, there's parts of this movie where you think that he's not in on the bit, but he is. But he's an actor playing an actor and does such a good job that you forget that he's in on this bit. Just really, really well overall done movie. Yeah, the one word I keep on coming back to when describing this movie is brilliant. It really is. Like, it's beyond just being smart and clever. It's brilliant. Actors that are on the set and are part of Truman's life, and they're keeping up this facade. And when the facade starts to unravel, you see Truman start to crash out a little bit, to the point where like the actors are kind of afraid of him, but then still have to do their product placements. The ending with the boat and it being the literal end, like he reaches the furthest point of this set, of this studio, and he just exits the stage after saying his little catchphrase. And it's a really beautiful movie to look at, but also I find the ending itself beautiful and wonderful. And I feel like if this movie was made with modern Hollywood, there would have been a prequel about how the set was created and Ed Harris's character. There would have been a sequel about Truman and Sylvia and post-fame, and maybe like a sequel with their kid, you know what I mean? And like none of that is necessary. This movie just is what it is, and I love that. I would for sure give this one like a 9 out of 10. I didn't really find any flaws with it. Honestly, I wasn't looking for any flaws, nothing that stuck out to me that I disliked. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for today's video. I feel like I got a little bit of everything, right? Got a couple movie reviews. You got some fashion content in there. We got some literature in there. You got a nice walk around the Bronx with me. Gonna head back home, edit this, eat some lunch. Until next time, thanks for watching. Peace.